Before diving into the path, these are the hidden rewards. You decide whether or not it is going to be worth grinding this Conquest map for you. And shout out to Jesse D123. Make sure you guys go ahead and show him some love on YouTube for having all the hidden rewards available. This looks like a familiar map. Could it be because I did a Conquest guide to it last year? Who knows? But it dropped today, and inside of the goals there are turn goals, meaning you have to capture X amount of strongholds within X amount of turns. So I'm here to teach you the most effective path to go ahead and knock out all those goals. The first one is to capture the Toronto Blue Jays and the Arizona Diamondbacks. So we're going to go straight up into the Blue Jays. You are going to face them on veteran difficulty, and then once you capture the Blue Jays, you are going to follow this pathing back down and face the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now, unlike the Blue Jays, you most likely aren't facing the Arizona Diamondbacks on veteran difficulty. It will most likely be all-star difficulty. Before jumping into any Conquest map, what I always recommend is to make sure that the squad you have is going to be a squad that is working towards programs like Team Affinity or other programs. Whatever you need PXP or stat missions for, that's what you want to take inside of Conquest. Another big tip to helping you beat Conquest in the easiest manner is putting your 5th best starting pitcher always to start. That way the CPU also puts their 5th best starting pitcher, and it's going to go based off of overall. At this step, you can go left or you can go right. I would go right because the Milwaukee Brewers are going to be an easier team to face than the Houston Astros. But this is a great time to remind you, if you haven't done so already, please make sure to hit the like button, red subscribe button. Inside the description, we have our second MLB The Show channel, our Twitch channel, social media links. Make sure you guys follow, as well as soon to come our Discord. Once you have captured those 2 strongholds within that first turn, you are going to get 5 standard packs. After we have captured them, we're actually going to skip the Steel Fans phase. We're going to skip to reinforce, and we are going to reinforce right here because now it's time for us to go after the Milwaukee Brewers. We're going to have 7 million fans there, and then whatever is remaining in that Arizona Diamondback stronghold, you are also going to use to move on over to wherever that 7 million was. And now we are just going to complete the next goal, which is capture 3 enemy strongholds on or before the 3rd turn. Now, you don't have to go ahead and face the Milwaukee Brewers on all-star difficulty this turn. If you wanted to make it a little bit easier for yourself, what you could do as well is you could just skip the Steel Fans phase here without attacking anything, skip to reinforce, and then reinforce that 8 million over here. Now you have 16 million fans. When we skip to attack, we are going to be able to face them on a much easier difficulty, being veteran difficulty, and it will make the game a whole lot easier for you. Depending on the difficulty and how comfortable you are in terms of beating the CPU, whether you need 2 to 3 runs in order to feel super comfortable, another big thing I like to do myself is just keep running around the bases after I score a certain amount of runs. So right here, I just drove that run in. We now are up 3. I don't need to score more runs on veteran difficulty versus the CPU because I am confident that they will never tie up with me. Now that I'm up 3-0, and like I said, I do not think that they will catch back up to me. Another thing I like to do to make things a little bit faster is go ahead and intentionally walk that first hitter. Now, if I give up a home run, I'm still going to intentionally walk the next hitter because it is more likely that I don't give up a second home run than that I do. Another thing you can do if you don't want to walk the first hitter is find a pitcher with a quick delivery to home, such as a pitcher that already pitches from the stretch, like Emmanuel Clase, for example, or David Bednar, and then use those guys instead of your starting pitcher still. That way you don't need to walk the first hitter. I would strongly suggest, although, saving that tip right there for when you are facing them on easier difficulties like rookie and veteran. If you're facing them on all-star or Hall of Fame, then I'd probably advise against it unless you really believe in your skill level. We have now captured 3 enemy strongholds on or before the 3rd turn. You could go after the Marlins, but I wouldn't advise you to. Instead, what I would advise for you to do is to skip the Steel Fans here. You're going to skip to reinforce. You are going to reinforce at the top over here. You're going to send your 9 million fans over there, and you're going to grab whatever fans you have remaining at that stronghold and move them all to this area. Why? Because now it is time for us to face the Houston Astros, and with 19 million fans, we will also be able to face them on veteran difficulty. After capturing the Houston Astros, listen to me carefully, you cannot just relax and keep skipping turns and all of that, because now all we got are 2 strongholds on the corners of the map. Because if you check out the goals, it will say capture all territories and complete the Spring Showers map on or before the 15th turn. So you have 2 options here. Option number 1, you go straight up right after the next strongholds, which here closest to us is going to be the Seattle Mariners, and it's probably going to be ideal with 18 million fans for you to go ahead and capture their current territories. That way they stop reinforcing, they don't get stronger, and you won't have to stay in simulations longer, which makes it a little bit faster, correct? And we're gonna end up here with around 10 million fans, which is fine. We're not gonna attack the stronghold, but if you wanted to, you could. Now this is the important part as well. When you are reinforcing now, you want to make sure that each reinforcement has a purpose. I don't want to attack these 1 million territories yet, so I'm just going to put 1 million fans here, so that 1 million fan can grab this territory. How many open spaces can I get here? I can get 4, so I'm going to put 5 million fans inside this territory, and then the rest, same thing here. How many? I need 5. Do I have enough to get there? Who knows? Yes, I do. I'm going to have 6, so that's going to be beautiful. And last but not least, I'm going to start making a path towards the Miami Marlins so I can attack them from under. That way I can just go up and get all of these remaining open territories. With the 10 million fans, I'd move them just to see where the Seattle Mariners, are going to attack first. We're going to move them all to the 3 million. Let's see which territory the Mariners attack first, and it's going to be the exact same territory we moved the 10 million from. So at this point, you would want to keep 3 million fans there as a blocker. What you're going to do next is just simply take up every open territory without locking those fans in place, because when it comes to moving fans, you can only move fans once a turn. You cannot do it multiple times like reinforcements, where you can reinforce 10 million here, 5 million over there. You can't do that over here. I don't want to attack the 1 million because I don't want the 4 million to attack me. So I'm going to keep the 6 there. What I'm going to do now is we're going to skip to steal fans. We are now going to reinforce this territory. I'm going to put 5 million fans, actually 6 million fans, because they will most likely reinforce this to 2 million. So just to be safe, and then since we got a pretty good path to go down, I'm just going to look to capture each and every single open territory going down there. If you want to count it, go ahead and count it, but I'm not going to do so. Or you could just go over here, put the 13 million, and start going towards the top of the umbrella. Third option, which is probably the best option, would be to put the 13 million here. And with that 13 million, you are going to be right next to the Miami Marlins. Wow, that was a horrible simulation. And now they've taken 2 territories, and now we're on our 6th turn. So if you don't want to deal with stuff like that, which you most likely don't want to, what you do is you reinforce until you have enough fans next to the stronghold that you can face the stronghold on veteran difficulty or rookie difficulty. You're going to do the same thing for the Seattle Mariners, and then you should be able to take up all open territories within 15 turns. If you did end up enjoying today's content, make sure you guys hit that like button or subscribe button, notification bell. Check out the description for the second MLB The Show channel, the Discord that is coming soon, as well as the social media links that you guys should follow, and last but not least, the Twitch. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.